Hello all, hope everyone's okay. And quick VR time. Ollie 8bitboy UK, 5 Master System games, no 6 Master System games, under a tenner that you'd recommend to someone who's just starting out collecting Master System. So it was good video, good choices from Ollie. I've watched Retrohead Steve's VR and some more good choices. I'll definitely be checking some of them games out. And yeah, I've got 5 choices of my own as well. So as I say, the rules were that it had to be around the £10 mark, £10 or under, and then a bonus 6th that can be a little bit more. So yeah, I'm going to chuck my 2p worth in. So I'm going to start with Asterix. Now this is a quality little platformer, this, for anyone that's not played it. 8 rounds. You can play through it as either Asterix or Obelix. They've both got different abilities, so you sort of work out who sort of you can sort of have a go at a level and think, right, I struggled there. Let's chop it up. Let's change it up and not try the other character. And sometimes that's just a trick. And so it's got replayability as well, but it's really well put together game. Just on the prices, I thought that the prices, so I've gone with what Steve went with, which is CX prices. So for Asterix, boxed for a tenner. I think it's difficult to say with prices because it depends what you're going for. If you're going for minty games, then you are going to struggle to find minty games for the Master System for under a tenner. But yeah, boxed on CEX website is a tenner. Yeah, honestly, this is a quality platformer, really well put together. I'm sure most people that watch this have played this or are sort of familiar with it, but yeah, I really like the dynamic of being able to select between the 2 characters, and as I say, they've got different abilities, so there's a sort of tactical element to how you sort of progress through the game. So that is for people that still play games, you've got to have that in your Master System collection, hands down. No two ways about it. Right, second choice is Castle of Illusion. Again, a very well put together platformer. Not played the Mega Drive version, nor have I played the Land of Illusion or the World of Illusion or any of the sort of sequels. But this is a quality game. Played this a lot as a kid, and I completed this year for the first time since I was a kid. Ran through it in about, I don't know, 2.5 hours. It's relatively easy. It's got a few challenging bits in it, but to be honest, I find when you go back and play classic games that a lot of them are so balls hard anyway that it's quite nice sometimes to put one on that's relatively straightforward to just run through. So yeah, 2 or 2.5 hours. It's a quality game. Give it a go. And that was also 10 quid on the CX website, boxed. I think loose you could pick it up for like 3 quid. So it's well worth a go. Right, the next one is following on from, so Ollie picked the Ninja, Steve picked Shinobi, and I'm gonna go one further and say Shadow Dancer. This is also coming up on the CEX website, boxed as a tenner, so you don't, presumably not going to get a manual. Probably be paying a little bit more for this on eBay if you buy it sort of complete and with the tab. The first level is very reminiscent of the arcade game, but I've not seen the arcade game beyond the first level, so I'm not sure how the other 4 rounds, and there is only 4 rounds, how similar that sort of stays to the arcade. But this is I played this a lot as a kid, and it's fun to go back to. Now I've never quite managed to complete it. I've got all the way to the end and can't quite kill the last boss. Yeah, cracking little game, especially if you like your Shinobi style games. But for a tenner, that is an absolute steal. Next up, excuse me. Next up, Alien 3. Now, I'll just preface this by saying that I've not played the Mega Drive version. I don't know how this sort of stands up against it, but from what I remember, it's a fun platform. This is a relatively recent pickup as well, so I've not played it since I was a kid. But it's quite fun platforming, jump around, shoot things, release prisoners, and I've put it in to test it, and it played quite well. I quite enjoyed it, so I thought, yeah, I'm definitely going to go and play that. Now that is going for £5, so you can pick that up boxed for a £5. And I don't know, have a look on YouTube and see what you think of it. But yeah, for a £5, I think that's a pretty good deal. I have only got 20 odd games for the Master System at the moment, and there's probably 5 or 6 still to get to complete my sort of original collection. So I've not played hundreds of games, so I'm not the best person to ask, and I'm sure there's loads of decent games for under a tenner. So it'd be good to get some other VRs and other people's responses to Ollie. But besides that, anyway, Operation Wolf. Obviously, you do need the light gun, but this is a good arcade conversion of the arcade. Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty fun. Now this is going for, again, this is boxed for a £5. So yeah, can't really go wrong for a £5. So yeah, that's my that's my 5th choice, Operation Wolf. Now my bonus choice, what did I say? Boxed £20. So I think Ollie said sort of between 12 and 15. I dare say if you shop around on eBay, you could probably get it for £15. I'm not sure what sort of condition it would be in, but the game is Rampage. Worth it for that cover art alone. This is a good console conversion of this game. Just mindless fun. I remember playing this quite a lot with my cousin back in the day. I dare say you could probably find that for £15. I'm possibly stretching it a little bit, but I have only got 20 games to show. One that I possibly would have mentioned if I had it would be the New Zealand story, and I think that box was around £12. My younger bro's got my copy. That was given to him decades ago, and I've not yet bought it back. Otherwise I possibly would have shown that. Really hard game. Excuse me. Really hard game, New Zealand story, but I think you've only got one life. But it is good. It always kept me coming back as a kid, even though it frustrated me. So yeah, but I'm going for Rampage. Just I love that cover art, love that logo. That's the and a bit of spinage as well. This is that sort of midway box art between the really basic Master System cover art and then like the really sort of advanced cover art with the smaller grid lines. It was kind of like a mid-range point where they kind of started looking like this. I think R-Type was another one, and I really like the cover art from this era. Absolutely cracking. I'm not going to say too much about the I'll do a Steve and show the spines again. I'm not going to talk too much about the systems. Nothing really to add to what Ollie or Steve's already said. I had a Master System 2 as a kid, and I've now got Master System Mark 1, which I definitely prefer, definitely recommend. But yeah, that's it. So that is my 5 games and a bonus game. Great VR from Ollie, great idea. Really good to see the Master System getting such a lot of love on the tubes at the moment. It's a really good thing with the challenges and the pickups and stuff. So yeah, cheers Ollie, enjoyed that one, and thanks for watching.